Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to the weekly All Hands podcast for Ella Contracting. I'm Corey Ferris, and I have with me
Francisco Lira, safety manager.
and
James Hakeem, Human Resources.
and today is Friday, February 27th. This is episode 1. This is our first time to do this, but this is going to be something that we're going to be doing every single week. We've got so much going on in this company now. We've got projects from Vernon all the way down to Laredo, all the way out to Midland, Odessa. It has gotten to where it's almost impossible to get everybody in one place at one time so we can put out important information like what's going on with the company, what are new HR policies, what are new benefits, what do we need to be doing for safety,
Yes,
where's the company going. So we're going to start doing this. We're going to do this every Friday with the exception of probably a couple. I mean, I'm sure there'll be Fridays where we have a holiday or something and we may not get it then, but we're going to try to do about 48 of these a year. And with that, what I want to start with when we do this is a couple of Ella Contracting shout outs. First, I'd like to talk about Miguel Rivera's crew up in Austin.
In Austin.
Absolutely. They're up there working on the Capital Expressway project, which is that's such an important job for Ella Contracting. It is it's a new style of work for us. We're working with the Sac Shay JV on that. And those guys are just doing a great job.
It is very complex project.
Oh my gosh. When you go out to that job, for those of you who've never been out there, sometimes they are working between the high-rise hotels, like where they're down there at Riverside, they're between the high-rise hotels and the I-35 service road. I mean, the space is so tiny. They've got all this equipment in there, and those guys are just doing a great job. But we want to give a shout out to Miguel and his crew, and especially Omar, the operator, one of the operators out there. He came across not one, but 2 gas lines on that job that were not on the drawings. One was a 6-inch and one was an 8-inch. He came across them. It was a surprise to everybody, but he's so good at his job, and he had his head on such a swivel that he spotted them, and we didn't break those lines.
Awesome.
So, just to keep it clear, right?
Yeah.
We did our diligence. We did the 811 call, and all of the companies came and marked communications, electrical, all of the existing water and storm structures, and those lines were not marked.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So he did an awesome job finding these lines without damage, which is great.
It's incredible. I mean, that number one, it keeps everybody safe. They're gas lines. It's dangerous. But number two, it helped us have to prevent delaying production because we'd hit a line. They also found an electrical. They also found a duct bank out there.
Yeah.
They came across that as well. So anyway, big shout out to Miguel and his crew, especially Omar. Thank you guys so much for what you do every day.
Great job, Omar.
Great job. Then we also have a shout out for an individual. We want to talk about Art Martinez,
There you go.
our mechanic. Everybody knows Art.
Mechanic,
That's
right?
They keep the company moving, right? Because he's the one in charge of the repairs and driving and being here early, leaving late every day.
He's been with us for 7 years, so he's one of the more senior employees around here. But what makes his job so unique is he'll be here at the yard working on a piece of equipment, and the phone rings, and all of a sudden, boom, he's got to get in his truck, grab some tools, and boogie it down the highway to go find the crew and get that equipment fixed.
Yes.
I mean, he's like a fireman. He's on call.
And he's a very dedicated employee. He always have a good attitude, and he keep us running.
Yep, he's the best. He started his career as a mechanic in high school. He took auto mechanics as an elective course, and he's turned it into an awesome career. And Art, thank you.
Thank you, Art.
Man, it's the guys, the men and women in this company like you that just keep us going, which is what we got to do. And so with that, I'm going to hand it off to James, and James is going to tell us what's going on in HR, Human Resources.
Thank you, Corey. In the spirit of shout outs, I also want to do a quick one for Foreman Edgar Hernandez, working the Beverly Hills project across the street. They actually had a civilian driver drive into one of their trenches.
Oh,
they
my
went,
gosh.
I know. They went around the barrier.
Oh,
It was probably 8 p.m. It was dark. Luckily, no one was in the trench. No one got hurt. But man, Edgar did a great job. He stayed calm. He followed procedure. He took pictures,
Reported it.
reported it. He took pictures of the license plate, just making sure everything was properly documented. And he even got a picture of the driver holding his license with a note saying, "This is my fault,"
Brilliant.
just to go that extra step.
Good job, Edgar. Good
Yeah.
job.
Luckily,
Wow.
job.
luckily nobody got hurt, right?
Yes.
But, this is one of the risks that we find all
Every
the
day.
time out there.
And it wasn't a car; it was a big
It
pickup
was
truck,
a
right?
big- yeah,
yeah, full size
lifted.
pickup truck.
250, I think.
Goodness
lifted and
gracious.
We
everything.
gotta be careful, and we need to make sure we have those barricades up, right? And after that, we need to have somebody to
True.
flagging, checking, spotting that nobody goes
He-
around our barricades.
He did go around him, yep. But yeah, great job, Edgar.
Thank you,
Um,
thank you, Gar.
I also want to talk about our new self-service system that we have now instead of e-access. Now we have something called HRHQ, and this program has the ability to, you'll be able to see your PTO, request PTO. You'll be able to view your pay stubs and see important updates the company may have, like this year's recognized holidays. You'll be able to see our policy and safety manuals, if you, just so everyone has access to them. There's so much more the system could do, and we're still working on updates on all that. But I strongly recommend that everyone log in at least one time,
Oh yeah,
just so you can have access to it. And the easiest way to log in, everybody, is just Google search HRHQ login. It'll be one of the first ones. When you get to that page, just hit forgot password and type in your personal email address. Then it'll send you an email with login instructions, and it's pretty easy to follow after that. And just play around in there. You can edit stuff about your personal profile. It's really cool.
So it's not our LSA.com professional email; it is our personal
Your
email.
personal email.
And
That way-
that's so if somewhere down the road we're not working here anymore, we can still come back in and access things like W-2s and
pay
things like that.
stubs,
Awesome.
anything you need.
I use it all the time.
Yeah.
I
It's
check my
fantastic.
hours. I check my pay stubs, and this other unique feature we're using, and I thank James that we're integrating all of the training we have.
Yeah,
into
All
it.
of the certifications are in there too.
that's great.
So every employee can get in their personal
Great
stuff.
system.
It's really cool. Another new system we have is a newer, easier way to apply. Anybody can apply online now. Just go to ellasa.com. You'll be able to find all of our posted positions and easily apply. You can type in your experience. You can upload a resume. But again, it's lsa.com, and just go to the careers tab and you'll be able to find all our open positions there. Some of those positions that we have right now, we're always looking for skilled laborers, skilled pipe layers and operators. So those are just a constant need that we have, especially with the growth that we're experiencing. And every now and again we'll have some one-off roles. For example, Gabe needs a yard hand right now.
Mm.
He's also looking for a fuelman oiler, again, because we're growing. And he's also looking for a mechanic to be one for the shop and one for the field. So he's got a few positions open. So if anybody knows of anyone that fits that criteria, bring them
Welcome
in.
to apply.
Yeah, absolutely.
Can I send a family member to the
100%.
website to apply? If I've got
100%.
a son, a sister, a brother-in-law that's looking for work.
Yeah, absolutely. As
Right.
long as anyone can personally vouch for them. No,
There you
just
go.
kidding. But
There you go.
anybody can apply, you guys.
Well, let me ask another question. It's late February, summer's right around the corner. What about people that maybe aren't looking for a career but are looking for a summer job? Maybe if I have a friend or a family member that's a high school student or a college student, and they're just looking for summer work. Will we entertain that? Will we talk to those people?
That's a fantastic question, Corey. So, yes, we are actually working on doing a summer internship program for all of the local high schools that have any sort of extracurriculars or specialize in anything dealing with construction and contracting. That's something that hopefully we'll have finalized here within the next, hopefully before the next 2 months, and we'll be able to relay that information to everybody in the company.
What's the minimum age for the internship?
We always want somebody to be 18,
18. Okay.
just because of the nature of the work and the danger around it. So we're probably going to keep it at that.
Okay. So if they have any questions, they need to come get with you about that.
Yes, sir.
My son is gonna be 16 this year. He's already asking, "Hey, you think Ella might hire me one day?"
Can we make an
sure.
exception for
You
Francisco?
need to be 18. You need to be 18.
Hey, that's right.
Nice. All right. Well, thank you, James.
Hey, no
I
problem.
Appreciate you. Francisco, tell us what's going on in safety.
Guys, thank you very much for having me here. I really do appreciate the opportunity, and I just want to go over and let you guys know about myself. So I was recently moved to this position of the safety manager for the company. I've been with the company for 6 years, almost 6 years. Well, this company is growing, and we have other needs other than concrete, which is the position I was in before. But well, I am happy. I am excited about this new opportunity, and we are trying to support the company with this huge growth we have.
Yeah.
Bigger projects, bigger risks, and that's kind of my position now, trying to mitigate hazards out there and trying to help the company to move forward.
And it's so great to have someone with your experience in that position, because as we get bigger, as we move into new cities,
Yes.
new states,
Yep.
I mean, we've got big, ambitious plans, more people, safety becomes more important than ever.
It is.
And to have someone who's full-time committed to that
Yes.
is just, that's such a blessing for the company. It's so
And
important to
believe
keep
me,
everybody safe.
The size of the company, we should have already 2 persons working on safety, but as of right now, we're gonna have to handle it.
Okay.
So we're good. We're good. We're moving on, and we are working already on revising the safety program and
Great.
make everybody aware of all of the safety regulations, what we need to check, where we need to be careful, right?
Okay.
And protect. The main goal is have everybody back home every day or every weekend. Make sure nobody's hurt. Make sure everybody goes back with summer money in their pockets and happy, no bleeding, no hurt at all.
Let me ask you a question. When I go out to a job site
Yes, sir.
and I walk on the job site, I want to make sure I'm compliant for
Yes.
2 reasons. One, I don't want to get anybody in any kind of trouble. But number 2, I want to go home safe. I want to go home with all my fingers and all my toes, you know.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Sometimes I go on jobs and I see guys with gloves on. Sometimes they don't have gloves on. Sometimes they have a safety vest on. Sometimes they have a high-vis shirt.
Yes, sir.
When I go to a job, before I get out of my truck, what is the PPE that I have to wear every time I walk onto a job site?
The minimum PPE for most of our clients out there is going to be head protection, which is the safety helmet or safety hard hat, and then we have eye protection, which is our safety glasses, Z80 87.1 approved by ANSI, and then we have the vest, high visibility vest, and other PPE or minimum protection we're gonna need is gonna be pants, of course.
Yep.
Foot protection, and
Steel toe shoes, right?
yes,
Every time.
for our company it is.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is one of the big hazards out there for being struck by piece of equipment
Sure.
or a tool or whatever. The other one is shirt. You have to have a shirt. Doesn't matter if it's a short sleeve, but you have to have a shirt.
No tank tops.
No, please, no muscle shirts.
You're out of luck.
No muscle shirts, please. So that's the minimum, but something we're doing out there. Every crew is doing the JHA meeting in the morning.
Fantastic.
And that
Great.
helps everybody to understand what PPE they need during the day. Depending on the hazard, is what PPE, minimum protection we're gonna use.
Okay.
Awesome.
I have another question. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was going to ask you, Francisco, who would you say is responsible for, following safety guidelines on the job site? Should they see, any sort of safety concerns or just something that stands out?
Safety is everyone's responsibility at the job site.
Awesome.
The one that handles their enforcing all of these rules is going to be the foreman,
Right.
but everybody is responsible for safety out there.
That's fantastic. Everyone's self-empowered when it comes to safety.
Everybody has the right to stop in safe situation too.
Great.
Okay.
We can stop the job if something doesn't look right or it's not right or somebody's in risk. We have to stop.
See
the job
something,
right
say
there.
something.
Okay, I have another question.
All right,
I need clarification on. I have a hard hat,
there you go.
an old school brown Kevlar hard hat that I've had for several years, and it fits me perfect, and had it a long time. I go on jobs now, and I see them wearing the newer style of helmet with the chin strap, and it's a little tighter over the head and protects the sides. What's the difference? I know the industry's changing and getting safer. How much longer can I wear my hard hat before I have to go to the
Well,
meeting?
I'm hoping it's going to be a few months only.
Okay.
Right now, we're working on this new safety manual,
Okay.
and it's going to have information about PPE. The difference, to answer your question, between the old style hard hat and the newer type 2 we're going to use now, it is the suspension inside.
Okay.
So the suspension on the old models only offer protections from something falling over you from top, right? The newer style type 2 hard hats are going to provide side protection, and you also have the chin strap,
Okay.
which are going to prevent the helmet from flying over if
Right.
it's windy, right, or gusty. So that's the main difference.
And if the equipment becomes damaged on the job, if I break my chin strap, if I'm climbing out of a track hoe and I tear my safety vest, how do I get a replacement for that?
Just come on by and see me.
What if I'm up in the Austin office?
Ooh.
What if I'm in Vernon or Laredo?
Look, and we were talking about
Yes.
this because those situations are going to come up.
Yeah.
It are going to be coming over to us often. So the option and what Mr. James suggested the other day, it is to have a bag with some extra PPE,
Yes.
some safety glasses, some gloves.
And the foreman will have that?
Yes.
Okay.
Either the foreman or the supervisor, right?
Right.
Okay.
But we need to have something available for those guys.
So if I lose a piece or damage a piece of PPE, I can go to my supervisor and
Yes,
ask
he
for
can
a
provide
replacement.
that. Or myself. If I am on site, I'm going to have some with me in my truck, right?
Absolutely.
But of course, I'm not going to be able to be on every
Right.
job site at the same time. So yeah, that's the option Mr. James presented the other day, and I think it's a great idea.
Okay.
Have some spares right
Absolutely.
with us.
Okay. Well, thank you, Francisco.
Thank
Good
you very
stuff.
much, guys.
All
Thank you
right.
for having me here.
Well, before we wrap up, I got a couple of news items I want to share with everybody. Two pieces of very good news for the company. Number one, we just got confirmation in the last week or so. Ella has landed another data center.
Oh, wow.
Absolutely. These are big projects. It's here in the San Antonio area, and it'll be starting in the next few weeks. We love going after projects like data centers. They are perfect for a company like Ella because they are complex. Not every underground utility contractor can do those jobs. You've got to be good at what you do, and you've got to be experienced, not just to do that type of work, but to work for those kinds of customers.
Awesome.
Those data center customers, the security's really high.
The good thing, we have the right people.
Absolutely.
And we have the right equipment to do it.
And that's what got us that job is the right people and the right experience. The other one is we're about to kick off a big water line project up in New Braunfels.
Oh, wow.
That one starts in about the next week. It is 20,000 linear feet of 24-inch pipe.
Whoa.
The crew's going to be up there working. That's going to keep a lot of our guys busy for a while.
Yes. This one is besides Highway 46, right?
Yeah, it runs right along Highway 46. And when this phase is done, we will be bidding the next one. I think they said there's 3 more phases like this coming. 3 more phases of 24-inch water pipe in that 20 to 30,000 linear feet stuff. So knock on wood, if everything works, we might have crews in New Braunfels for a long time. So anyway, well, that kind of brings us to an end for the week. We appreciate you guys for taking time out of the day, and girls taking time out of your day to check in and listen to us. We will be doing this, like I said, every week. It'll be sent out to you in a link on Friday mornings. And everybody be safe, have a good time, and enjoy your weekend. And we'll talk soon.
Thank you
later,
very much.
everybody.
See you.
Thank you.